Well, I think people shouldn't make the conclusion that hydroxychloroquine is the cure for COVID-19.
Absolutely. Like Uche Okoro said, our reporter, is still a subject of a debate, not just in Nigeria, but even in the U.S. because of the several videos we have seen of people attributing treatment, having treated some patients with coronavirus.
With a combination.
With a combination of
even
drugs.
at that, hydroxychloroquine is just one out of the
many.
And it is quite unacceptable one way or the other for anyone to just decide on his own to go to the pharmacy and buy those combinations, because there has to be.
All right, let's have Dr. Soar join us now. He is a public health physician and CEO Trinity Healthcare and Foundation. Before we go into any other discussion, we'd like for you to quickly react to this issue of hydroxychloroquine. The fact that there's been so much controversy surrounding it, and now we see that there is a hiking price. And there's so much controversy just stuck to us about hydroxychloroquine and the fact that Nigerians need to understand that in itself, not necessarily a cure.
You see, the truth is, I said some time ago that I am scared about the video that went viral because I know the Nigerian behavior when it comes to purchasing medications for situations like this. Unfortunately, I must say that and lots of studies have been done around hydroxychloroquine. There is no bias anywhere. But the truth is that while we are very much anxious and probably in a hurry to have a cure for COVID-19, we cannot deceive the entire public by saying that hydroxychloroquine is a cure. Hydroxychloroquine has not been proven we have had over 239 studies, independent studies, and all of them still point to the fact that hydroxychloroquine is not a cure for COVID-19. Again, hydroxychloroquine should not be used as a prophylaxis because there is a severe long-term effect. I tell you what, the cancer event that occurs as a result of long-term use of hydroxychloroquine is something that nobody would want to go into. So we need to be cautious. I understand the fact that this is a pandemic. Everybody wants to probably be safe. Everybody wants to be out of this pretty soon. But at the same time, we should not endanger our lives. Hydroxychloroquine is not a cure. It shouldn't be used for prophylaxis. Social distancing, hand and respiratory hygiene remains the only way for us to prevent COVID-19 transmission.
All right, back to our country now, where everyone is saying, the government is expressing frustration that people are not adhering to the health protocols and all of that. But from the eyes of the people and from the voices that we hear, they are saying government is not doing enough for them. What do we expect the government to do at this time in practical terms towards COVID-19 and how people should? Yeah, go ahead.
I think that Nigerians should learn to understand that this is not just a Nigerian problem. It is a global problem. Nigerians are not the only ones suffering the scourge of the COVID-19 pandemic. All across the world, people are suffering from this. The Nigerian government is trying in its best to see how we can contain this pandemic within the limited resources that we have. Fine, I understand that there is a need for that communication to be there, which is why I recommended that we should engage no grassroots organization. Let us have organizations that can speak directly to people at the grassroots. That way they will understand that the government and the country is carrying them along. But besides that, I think that the regulations in place is sufficient enough to assist Nigerians to be able to fight and successfully win the war against COVID-19.
All right, we'll leave the conversation here now. Dr. Soar, thank you for your time.